People should never be tortured. It is never right under any circumstances to degrade the humanity of someone the way that torture does, but it's a violation of international law and it's a violation of domestic law, and people like John Yoo are international war criminals.
It's also a pleasure to be here. I'm glad that you, I'm not glad, I'm happy to see that you've chosen to skip the State of the Union address to come hear me speak about the same subject, the presidency, so I hope I'm going to be able to provide
John Yoo is an international war criminal. He's directly responsible for the torture of thousands of innocent people all over the world.
That's right. That's right.
John Yoo is a war criminal. He should be in prison.
That's right. That's right.
UC Berkeley. He should be fired, disbarred, prosecuted for war crimes.
That's right. That's right.
So what I did in writing this book was to look at how did these presidents, the best ones and the worst ones, what was their relationship to the Constitution, what was their thinking about the powers of their office in times of great crisis. And the brief message is that of crisis in command is that our greatest presidents is not something that depends on political party. Our greatest presidents of both parties have been ones who have been confronted by crisis and emergencies and have responded by fully embracing the powers that the Constitution grants them. Right? And those of you who are Civil War buffs can, I'm sure, can recite all the steps that Lincoln took at the beginning of the Civil War without congressional permission.
John Yoo is a war criminal! War criminal! The Nuremberg judgments say attorneys who assist in the commission of war crimes are war criminals! You are a war criminal! Torture is a war crime! Oppose war crimes!
I don't mind if people have strong feelings, and I know people have outbursts. I just hope you'll wait till I finish, and then you know, you'll have your chance. It is, I mean, you all pay good money to hear me speak, I think. Some of you might not in for free. I hate for you to waste your money. So anyway, let me continue. I think the most important example of presidential power in time of war was the Emancipation Proclamation. This was a measure that President Lincoln took without any kind of congressional authorization or support from the Supreme Court. And Andrew Jackson's leadership and values to save us from the worst national good.
Professor Weiner, you may be a good person, maybe an ethical professor, but why are you giving John Yoo legitimacy? What you have to make a decision whether you think torture is okay or not. Torture is never okay. It is not okay to torture. He is a war criminal. John Yoo is a war criminal. He should be prosecuted as war criminal.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we all have views on this. My own view is that waterboarding is in fact torture. That's one of the questions that I would like to discuss during the question and answer period.
So let me close by just making one or two observations about the Obama presidency, which, as I said, I only talked very little bit at the end of the book. We're almost finished.
Torturer.
You'll get your chance
Your
in a second.
victims will have their justice, John Yoo.
Okay.
The people of the world will have their justice.
That's right.
You torturer, you murderer,
Okay,
your
so
victims will have their justice. You murderer, you smug, murderer, war criminal, your victims will have their justice.
I'm sorry that people feel the need to act this way, but I'm almost done. So, last thing I'll say is I also think that you will see probably that President Obama, like President Clinton did before him, can start to focus more on foreign affairs and national security. I think you start to see that with President Obama.
Torture is not a polite debate. Torture is a war crime. It's a crime against humanity. Torture is a crystallization of what John Yoo stands for. And to sit here politely with the most important torturer on earth.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're down to 20 minutes.
Congratulations.
We're down to about 20 minutes, and with all due modesty, I think maybe I'd be able to ask this question a little bit more penetratingly than is being done from the audience. So if you wouldn't mind, please, remain quiet, allowing the program to move forward.
So actually was just almost at the end.